President Obama is in office today because you came out. I'm not talking about 12-year-olds or 40-year-olds, maybe 18 and up. But yet, the youth can play a very, very important role in the policy formulation of this country. So that means, if you formulate the policy in this country, that means you formulate a global policy. Because you elect Senator Pauline is different than if you elect President Obama, you know that. So what I also advise you to do is, if you go on the website, www.house.gov, you have all the members of Congress and the senators. Each of them all have a link where if you have issues, you can just send an email. It goes straight to that member's office. And they all have staff whose job is just to read emails. We read a lot of crazy emails, but a lot of good ones as well. If 5 persons is calling the office, my office, for example, or my member's office, Congressman Bobby was Chicago, saying that, okay, I'm concerned because somebody died in Sierra Leone. 5 persons. I don't care if he's 12-year-old or he's an older man or not. I'll pay attention to it because my constituent is asking me to look at this young guy who died in Sierra Leone. This is how much power we can have, but you have to use it because you're here to stay. Don't listen to your parents. They come with different mindsets because we're all frustrated because we have no government, we have no place to go, we have concern. But here in the US it's different. You have to express your voice if you have an opinion, and you have to fight for your rights.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now I'm going to open it up to you to ask a few questions, and we'll make it very brief and so can ask as many questions as possible in the next few minutes, okay? First question goes to the gentleman over here.
Okay, where can we like send letters? I don't know, government, something like that. Like, we don't know the address, so how are we supposed to give our letters?
I think we'll both answer because it depends on who you're writing the letter to and what your concern is. Just say you are going for a government service in Montgomery County or the District of Columbia. You could address your complaint to the place where you tried to receive service or got insufficient service, but you should always carbon copy, or courtesy copy liaison offices like my office or Daniel's office. And it's a good idea to also involve, you can write it and you can CC the governor. You can see as many eyes as you can get on it as possible, and that's acceptable because, as she indicated, people are reading letters. So you should start with the place where you receive service, but by all means, don't only send it there. Send it also, who's in charge of that office. If it was a particular office, well, where are they managed by? And it may take a little research with your computer. And who are they managed by? And is there a unit in the government that represents me? So in the case of the District of Columbia, the Office of African Affairs, you can send it there, and you can send it to also the mayor himself. You can also send it to the city council. We have a commission, which is another body that represents African immigrants. As many people as you'd like to involve, and it can be the same letter, because the more eyes on it, the more light you bring to it, the more people will begin to talk about it and have to address it.
Absolutely, and no, majority of you are actually in Montgomery County. We have a dedicated website, which is www.montgomerycountymd.gov/African. And if you're from the Caribbean, it's /Caribbean. Again, that's a dedicated website where you can go, we have emails, email addresses, phone numbers, and you can just send an email or call my office. But absolutely, everything now is on the web. I believe in Washington, DC, you go to DC.gov. Yeah, you'll be able to get information on who do you contact. But for us, we have a dedicated African website, Caribbean website, and other communities as well. So MontgomeryCountyND.gov/African.
And ours is www.dc.gov. And once you get on the main website, just go to the Office on African Affairs or OAA.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Yes. Sure.
Miss Angel.
Okay. What about
question?
Yes, if students want to volunteer and maybe do internships, or even in your case, Angela, do you sit in, if it's possible, in a meeting of the Friends of Africa Congress or caucus, I don't remember what it's called. Could you just let us know about those opportunities in case there are some students who are interested?
Okay, absolutely. You can even, we don't have a website yet, but if you go on Facebook, it's Congressional African Staff Association.
Okay.
You can just join the group, and more than welcome to have an orientation if you want to work with the Congress. I don't know, but we basically our mission is to provide support to the next generation that's coming here. So and then take it comments.
And that's a good question. If I can just quickly, actually, at our office currently, we've just started a sister city initiative. We're in Montgomery County. We're in the process of picking a country in Africa where we can have a sister city relationship with Montgomery County. So, cultural exchange, economic development, and connect the two school systems as well. So if you want to volunteer, please let me know. Because there's some focus groups that we're putting together right now. I've just developed a questionnaire, and I'm meeting with some community leaders. But there are focus groups that we're looking to put together, and definitely we'd love to have some help from the students. If you want to volunteer, Montgomery County /African. The advisory group meets second Thursday of every month. If you want to come, a group of you, just send me an email, give me a call. I can make sure that we have to move the space. That's the only thing. It's open to the public, but if you want to come, I may need to set up a bigger, for us to be in a bigger room as opposed to the room where we are. Okay.
And I have brochures if you all want to contact our office about internships. You can just email.
Let me take just one or two more questions and we have to wrap it up.
Hi, my entire question is just to say that I think Ganda forgot to mention that they also help open an African Resource Center for those of you like Montgomery County, right, Village Branch. And so they need the youth, they need you help, they need you to come there, to advise, it's open for you, we, your parents are too busy to do anything, so it's for you guys.
Thank you very much, Margaret. And again, if you need more information, just email me. What is it? African Cultural Resource Center, where you can also volunteer.
Okay, well, unfortunately we are out of time, but we can take one more.
I just want to say, because you've given us a lot of information, it's going to be impossible for them or including myself to remember it next week, next month, because for young people, right today, tomorrow, Monday, they're thinking about their homework. But in case they want to continue this dialogue between themselves and their clubs, I understand you're giving them contact information?
Yes.
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 Website.
So I just want to make sure that.
If you can Google, just Google Daniel Corona. I'm very famous in Google. No, but actually, I'll be the first one to come. I try to Google myself right now. I'll see what people are saying about it.
We'll compile a list of contacts, including websites and all of that, and we'll make it available either to Mama Kamau or some central location that it could be distributed to everybody here. Okay? I think we'll do that. So just to recap, we've learned a couple of things. We've learned that there's a lot more power and a lot more influence that you have that is being underutilized or underleveraged. There are several volunteer opportunities whereby you can get involved in the process, right? And so I would urge you to get involved. With that, I want you to show your appreciation to the panelists by a round of applause.